everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Snehal here. I'm a network engineer working for Microsoft Cloud Service Azure. Like you've already read in the title, today I'm going to be speaking about what does a network engineer actually do, and I'll be talking about some outages in 2020 in which network engineers were the ones who came and saved the day. So let's get started. So most of you think that network engineers are responsible for configuring routers and establishing connection from one end to the other end. But that's not the only job of a network engineer. Network engineer is responsible for planning, designing, implementing and maintaining the network that we have, be it within the same company, be it within regions, or be it like a globally widespread network which we now call as cloud. So these days you and me use different kind of applications that are available globally so that we can talk to our friends, families, relatives, etc. And these applications in general use service providers who provide a seamless communication for them, and these are present like region to region, also country to country, globally spread out, right? Because neither of the applications can afford to have their own network throughout the world. So now these service providers have a lot of network engineers behind them who are working day in and day out to maintain this seamless communication as it is without any disruption. So now let us see what happened when some of these applications faced an outage and network engineers had to come and save the day. Now let's look into some of the outages that we saw in 2020. Now before we move into them, I want to tell you that there are certain outages that happen due to hardware failures, or there are some issues at site for which every company or every service provider has to be ready with. Some of the incidents related to the same are like these ones, where Microsoft Azure suffers lengthy Indian cloud outage in May 2020. Now this was because they saw that a data center in Pune, which is in India, had a grid failure, and because of this they had some subsequent issues with air handling units and the data center went down. Similarly, there was one more issue with Google Cloud. Now here you'll not believe that there were some cows who were responsible for causing this network outage. Giving you a brief about it, basically they had aerial links, and these are fiber links basically strung along the path of a high voltage power line. Now what happened exactly is that some of the links came down and they were working fine, but whenever a farmer used to start the grazing of his cows around the same area, and the cow used to step on the links, there used to be short outages or short flaps that used to happen within the fiber links. Now this is also something which is not in the reach or of a network engineer. Another issue that we came across was when there were Australian wildfires, which we all know about, that happened in May 2020. And this was basically because of the power cuts that could not be supplied to these sites. Similarly, one that happened was a power event isolation itself, which was in the west central US cloud region. This happened roundabout in March 2020, and this was also because the power event impacted a limited set of infrastructure which was in there, so they could not divert the traffic immediately as soon as they could. Now in these scenarios, what a network engineer is supposed to do is have a redundant network plus certain capacity saved in such kind of failures. So when these kind of failures happen, the network engineers do some traffic engineering, which most of the network engineers you must be knowing, that they'll divert this traffic which was suffering a loss to other regions such that this loss is minimized, plus making sure that the other regions who are now going to pick up this traffic do not go under congestion, or they themselves will start having packet losses. So a lot of things and mathematics calculations happen around here to decide which traffic has to be moved where, and this is the call taken by the network engineers of those particular services during that short amount of time when they want to fix up the technical issues, plus they want to fix up whatever has happened on site. Other set of issues that we see are basically when there is some networking issue, or there is some routing issue or policy issue that has happened. Some of them are like these ones, where IBM Cloud was hit by a multi-hour worldwide outage. Now what happened here is that IBM Cloud also does not have its own network spread throughout the world. So basically they rely on a third-party network provider, and they advertise the routes within their region or whatever they have signed up for. and they were advertising routes which resulted in a worldwide traffic being severely impeded. This led to the IBM Cloud clients being unable to log into their accounts. So this was a basic internet DC connectivity issue, and the network route related issues basically. So when you are getting a network leased from a third party, they are going to advertise you routes, and by any chance if they start advertising you the wrong routes, or they start advertising you huge set of routes, then there is going to be an outage in the cloud as well. So that is when the network engineer comes into picture, and then is going to fix all this routing policies that were coming in, as well as the network related other issues that must have caused because of this routing. Some kind of similar outage happened with Google Cloud as well, and this happened round about in April 2020, and because of this there was a outage with Gmail, and there was Snapchat issue, there was Nest issue, and when they came across this was because one of the router had failed in one of the data centers, and when the router goes down, basically that traffic is going to move to the other router which is present in the same area. Now if that router was not sufficient enough to carry this capacity, there is going to be a congestion and there is going to be a traffic loss. So the network engineer has to design the network in such a way that you need to keep certain redundant amount of routers which will take care of such scenarios. Another one that we faced was when the France's OVH cloud suffered a brief outage. Now this was also because there was a malfunctioning in the router. So it's basically again a hardware issue. Next one was when Google services saw a 30-minute outage, and this was in US roundabout in September 2020. This was on certain pool of servers that were routing traffic to application backends, and they crashed. So they had to move immediately this configuration to another set of server pools. Another IP outage happened on CenturyLink networks, which was caused by BGP's flow speculation feature. Now this happens basically when they were deploying and filtering or applying this BGP policy on the routers to mitigate the DDoS attack. But when these policies go wrong or go south, then you're going to face this kind of issue. So when a network engineer is configuring, this has to be super important, that what policies are getting applied on the routers and what are going to get advertised. Similarly, there was one more transport layer certificate issue that Spotify noticed, and they had a long hour global outage. Now this happened because they basically forgot to renew the certificates. So not only does a network engineer need to build and implement a network, but also to maintain it and keep certifying any certificates that they're using. Now apart from routing issues, there are certain capacitor related issues as well, which network engineer has to fix time and again. So basically you need to be very prepared for certain capacitor demands that might come via different applications or via different service providers. In this pandemic, we saw that Zoom had a boom in this May time frame when everybody started moving to online working and started going to Zoom for their calls, for attending their meetings and connecting to the office people and office work. So in this case, Zoom was not very ready for this traffic that was about to come up to them, and did face certain capacity issue during May, and that is when they started moving their traffic to a lot of other cloud services. I think they're using AWS as of now, and once I think this was capacity managed, I think they resolved the issue for it. Another interesting thing happened with Signal. Now we all know that with the WhatsApp news coming into picture, millions of people started dropping from WhatsApp and moving on to Signal. So similarly to Zoom, Signal was not very ready for such a huge capacity entering into their network, and they also did face a drop because of this. So not only these, there are several issues that 2020 saw, and we network engineers were into it to resolve them. So this was my attempt in telling you what a network engineer actually does in time of crisis or an outage. Do like, share and subscribe if you could relate to this content, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.